Hey guys, what's going on? Friendly Neighborhood Speedster here with another tier list, and today we'll be doing one on the Riverdale characters, so let's jump right in and get started. First up is Alice Cooper, and she's a horrible parent. She's so annoying, but she does some crazy shit. She's going in F. Next up is Archie Andrews, and he's such a badass. He's the hero of this show. He has some pretty good fights, and his fight against Hiram was great, and KJ Apa is awesome. He's going in S. Next up is Betty Cooper, and she's smart as hell. She solves every mystery, and she'll do anything to protect her friends, and she's just perfect, man. You gotta marry her. And Betty and Archie are the best couple in the show. She's going in S. Next up is Charles, and he's a dumbass and a fucking weirdo, and he did absolutely nothing to the story. He's going in F. Next up is Cheryl Blossom, and she's awesome. She's a badass with a bow and arrow, and I love it when she becomes a serpent, and she looks so good in that red jacket. She goes through a lot, but she keeps moving forward, and I would take a bullet for Cheryl. She's going in S. Next up is Chick, and he's just a creep. He's going in F. Next up is Clifford Blossom, and he's such a dick, and he shoots his own son. He's going in F. Next up is Edgar Evernever, and he's fucking weird, dude. But it's Chad Michael Murray, and you can't put him in F, so he's going in C. Next up is Ethel Muggs, and she's a good person. I liked it when she won the Riverdale pageant in season 7. She's going in C. Next up is Evelyn Evernever, and fuck this bitch. She's going in F. Next up is Fangs Fogarty, and he's cool, and in season 2, when he got shot after getting released from prison, I really thought he was dead, and I liked the serpents surrounding him and trying to protect him. He's going in B. Next up is Fred Andrews, and he's the best parent in the show. He always supported Archie no matter what, and when he watches Archie sing at the talent show, you could see how proud he was, and that's probably the best scene in the whole show. He's just a great human being, and R.I.P. to Luke Perry. He's going in S. Next up is F.P. Jones, and he's really good in season 1. I really thought he killed Jason, and he ends up becoming the sheriff, which I thought was pretty funny, and he's actually really good at it. He's probably the best sheriff in the show. He's going in B. Next up is the Gargoyle King, and what the fuck, man? That was probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And whenever it appears somewhere, just tackle it. Holy shit, he's going in F. Next up is Hal Cooper, aka the Black Hood, and I thought he was a really good villain, and I liked how he was like a normal villain, nothing too crazy, which is asking a lot in Riverdale. And he's the guy from White Chicks and Little Man. He's going in B. Next up is Hermione Lodge, and she's really good in the first 2 seasons, but after that it went downhill. She's going in C. Next up is Hiram Lodge, and he's the best villain on the show. He's cool and a badass. He's always one step ahead, and I love that he framed Archie for murder, and he had him arrested in school in front of everyone, and he's going to war with a high school student. Like, fuck yeah, he's going in S. Next up is Josie McCoy. She's a great singer. I really liked her with Archie, and it was good to see her return in the later seasons. She's going in B. Next up is Jughead Jones. He's cool, and he always wants to find out the truth, and I loved it when he was becoming a serpent, and when he had to walk through the gauntlet just getting rocked by the serpents was awesome, and I really like him in season 7. He's going in A. Next up is Kevin Keller. He's a good guy. He can sing, but he ends up in weird fucking situations, man, and he just shows up randomly. He's going in B. Next up is Mary Andrews. She's a good parent to Archie, and it's Molly Ringwald. She's going in B. Next up is Penelope Blossom. She's an asshole and treats Cheryl like shit. She's going in F. Next up is Polly Cooper, and I feel bad for her. She deserved better, and she was only important in season 1, so she's going in C. Next up is Pop Tate. He's the best person in Riverdale, and he's always looking out for the kids, and he makes great food. He's going in S. Next up is Reggie Mantle. He's solid, and he's really good in season 2 and 3, and I also really liked him with Veronica. He's going in B. Next up is Sweet Pea. He's a dick at first, but he becomes a good dude, and shaking Jughead's hand when Jughead fully becomes a serpent is such a great scene, and he becomes Jughead's good friend. He's going in B. Next up is Tabitha Tate. She's awesome, a great addition to the show, and I really like her with Jughead, and I wish she was in more of the final season. She's going in A. Next up is Tom Keller, and he's a good sheriff, and he supports Kevin. He's going in C. Next up is Tony Topaz. She's badass, and she rescues Cheryl from the Sisters of Quiet Mercy, and I will always like her because of that. Yeah, she's going in A. Next up is Veronica Lodge, and she's sexy as hell. She always gets what she wants. She's a businesswoman, and I find it hilarious that she owned a speakeasy in high school, and I wish her and Cheryl had more screen time together, because I really liked their friendship. She's going in A. And there you have it. The Riverdale characters tier list is complete. It would be great if you guys could leave a like and subscribe, but you do you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.